New strength. There's actually quite a number of things introduced in the mission. For one thing, we were actually in an entirely new area. Meaning, goodbye, castle. It is... well, screw you too, castle. It's been nice while it lasted. Until you decided to abandon me like that. But we are gonna have to return there anyway. Also, let's try and get up here, because there are orbs up there. Damn you! Very nice. And there is something here. Not sure how you can really see that, because you can't even change the camera. I just knew it was there by sheer coincidence. Ah, Resident Evil camera angles. How I have not missed you at times. We have a new enemy here, actually. Blades. They are armored. You can get rid of the armor via the grenade gun, which is what I recommend doing. And then you can attack them with pretty much anything, like, say, the lightning, for area like I'm doing. That's what I kind of prefer doing. Or really just anything with good crowd control. After you get rid of the armor again. There are other methods, too, but I just think that works well. That green orb I recommend saving, though, for something in particular coming up. But... anyway, speaking of Resident Evil, I've actually finally gotten a copy of not Resident Evil 3 off a friend of mine who got it for free off another friend of his, plus Resident Evil 0, which I bought at a convention. Nearly mint at that. Resident Evil 3 was in surprisingly bad condition, actually. Not really my friend's fault, that's just how he got it. I don't know why. There's like all sorts of residue and stuff on the cover. Shit's weird, man. But anyway, Resident Evil 3, it is... I stand by a lot of stuff I said about when I first played it years ago. I thought it was really slow-paced compared to Resident Evil 1, and Resident Evil 1 is slow-paced, but I think it's actually done very well in how it's done, because, like, it doesn't like football. Resident Evil 3 seems like it tries to be slow-paced, but also fast-paced at times with Nemesis and zombie encounters and stuff. But it just doesn't excel at either. I think it's okay at times. It really does not compare to Resident Evil 2 in my opinion. That's my personal favorite of the classic games. And then 4, which is the best of the recent games, but is on its own actually still a great game, even though it's still a good Resident Evil game, period. But I find the game alright. I don't like it at times. I fucking hate its RNG, which is shit that is totally random. Like, item spawns, I'm not kidding, sometimes rivers will be in a certain area, and sometimes they won't be. I actually tried to reset for them a few times, and they never fucking came. They came once, but I wasted all my ammo on Nemesis once, and got, face fucked by him, and I was like, those herbs are never gonna spawn again, are they? And they didn't. And also, fucking gunpowder, it didn't spawn in one area where it did for another guy, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get pissed off with this bullshit. Why did you think this was a good idea, Capcom? And then I found out that, puzzles vary. Yes, puzzles fucking vary. That should actually really pissed me off, no lie. Because I would follow a guide sometimes if I got really stumped. Or found that something I was doing in the puzzle didn't work then, because again, Nemesis is what kills me every time, actually. I'm just not really prepared to deal with him sometimes, because he catches me off guard. But, yeah, a lot of shit in Resident Evil 3 is fucking random, and that was totally my fault, because we are doing... because that is platform Resident Evil camera angles at its fucking worst. And is why I recommend Air Hike. But anyway. The RNG in Resident Evil 3 is, frankly, bullshit. That is one of the main reasons I would rank it lower than Resident Evil 2 and even the original. Although, bear in mind, most of my experience from the first Resident Evil is actually the DS remake. I've been playing the PS4 version, and I still think it's fine. But I've sort of grown accustomed to the DS remake. Well, not remake, but the port, because the port adds in... I think the controls are a little tighter. I think that's auto-aim, because I played on the PS1, and it didn't seem like there was auto-aim. But I'll go on after this, actually, because we are about to get something here. Ifrit. Strong, short range, and a little slow. With quite a number of techniques, actually. It kind of functions a little like crowd control at times with some of its upgrades, which, believe me, are pretty awesome. You can charge it, for one thing, to do massive damage. Like, look at that. And then... it's great for a particular boss fight, in my opinion. It's kind of why I prefer Ifrit over Alistair at times, although there are some fights where I definitely prefer Alistair, believe me. But yeah, that's the power of Ifrit. It destroyed those things. Alistair was already pretty strong, but Ifrit just trumps on it. But Alistair's speed and range is far better than Ifrit. That's one of the main things. Ifrit does have a few particular uses later on, though, trust me. It also seems it has a fire motif, but that actually is practical in some cases.
Son of Sparta who challenges the darkness for this.
Block off, Featherface, or you can stick around and find out the hard way.
This is Griffon. Since we just killed Phantom, as you can guess, we were going to have another baddie take his place. I recommend the Grenade Gun and Ebony and Ivory for doing with in particular. Especially with electricity like that Sweeping Strike, that storm of balls. That platform there you're seeing, those actually are helpful rather than a hindrance. You can knock him over, actually, if you deal enough damage. And then he'll expose his core, that's his weakness. Oh, I did not see that coming. For these electric strikes, I recommend jumping and not really attacking, at least unless you have Ebony and Ivory. Well, if you don't have them equipped. He has a dive bomb attack, and that's pretty much it. He gets a little worse as the fights go on. He's gonna have to fight him 2 more times like we did with Phantom. That beat strike he does, that's not really a problem. Just jump out of the way. Actually, I'm gonna want to go back to Ebony and Ivory for some of these. A couple of Ifrit's upgrades in particular are great for Griffon. Believe me. Using Devil Trigger to power up your handguns are also great. I don't know what the hell happened there. That's like one of the weirder things about this fight. But using Devil Trigger for your firearms is definitely a great idea. Ah, very nice. I'm actually gonna want to go back to him. No, I'm gonna want to keep that. But when if you knock him over in the sky, he'll be vulnerable, and then you can wail on him. Again, if you have any of the Ifrit upgrades, you can deal some serious fucking damage, and it's great. Besides that, there's not much else. Oh god, he's doing a dive bomb! That can be pretty devastating. There's not much else to this first Griffon fight, but watch out for that. That can actually hurt you, that electric shield he's doing there. I don't know why the hell you're laughing, Birdman. Now, if you were actually playing on a new game... Oh, by the way, if you want to switch weapons on the fly, press R3, click on the joystick. It takes too long, so you're actually probably better off doing the manual select in the menu screen unless you're not doing enemies. It's kind of weird because the later games you can just switch on the fly and there's no animation or anything, but let's see. Since you're gonna have Ifrit already on a completed file, you don't have to do that file. You can just beat the blaze and open that thing up. It's kind of funny, really. Some people skip it on Dante Must Die, because Ifrit can be pretty fucking devastating on Dante Must Die, believe me. But yeah, I did not want to get that. I think there's actually something up there, if I am not mistaken. I think there is, but I actually might need air hike to get it. And I actually, yeah, there is something. Ah, okay, there we go. So I don't need to go up there. I was gonna get air hike, but I think I'm gonna focus on Ifrit instead. And ooh, what do we have here? I think that is a fetish. They are stronger puppets. They have fire attacks. They can be pretty devastating and attack you multiple times when doing huge damage. But they're not too bad for a few certain combinations. Like so. Really, the grenade gun is so good all around. It kind of makes the shotgun nearly pointless. Shotgun just have the advantage of slowing Dante's ascent, so you can attack in the sky. So it is that. And also, I think it does have a better spread of fire, so you can use that at least. I think one of these puppets does have a shotgun, though, so be aware. Oof, that camera freaked me out a bit. I don't think there's really many other puppet enemies you're going to introduce in the game, though. But anyway, I was going to actually get air hike, but I think I'm going to wait. Ifrit's upgrades are just so helpful and so powerful, especially against the likes of Griffon, that it's hard to ignore. The only real issue, though, is how most of them are for Devil Trigger. Like, we have Kick 13, which is kind of like this weapon. Stinger only has less range, but I think it covers more area, but it doesn't go as far. Rolling Blaze. Basically, you jump and enemies will actually be hurt by it. Inferno. Oh, this is basically like an earthquake type of attack. Only usable in Devil Trigger. It is great. It is spammable, but fucking awesome. Trust me. Meteor, again, Devil Trigger only. Still a good ability, though. It's like a projectile, but it's very strong. It's great for Griffon at times. On Dante Must Die, people recommend using Meteor a little too for him. Let's go for Kick 13 at least. The only other thing is... let's get this... No, let's leave that. The only other thing with Ifrit is it doesn't have as much combo potential. You really just use it for damage. There aren't that many moves, even. I want Meteor, but Inferno I'm gonna want. Alistair, I'm good. Air Hike and... Well, Vortex I just want for a later thing. Either way, I'm good. Roundhouse kick like Chuck Norris if he was on fire. The charging ability of Ifrit, though, should not be understated. It's great. It's just able to be used for so many things that you want to do so much damage at once. A particular boss fight strategy I have that other people use is great for it. Oh. The 13 version actually has Dante do a bunch of melee moves. The Devil Trigger version when you get at level 2. It's awesome. Let's go back to Alistair for a little. Oof. You don't have to kill all these enemies. You need 200 orbs to open that door again. I don't know why they're really doing that. I don't know. And another yellow orb. That's the third one this mission. Again, a lot of these enemies aren't really so bad if you have the proper equipment. Like I have the grenade gun. If you missed it, these enemies can, I think, be really bad. They can still be bad at times because they can kind of like, they can actually block your attacks at times, at least the fetishes can. Which can catch you off guard because I think they are then able to get a few attacks off. I think that's the last one though. Simple as can be. The other nice thing though is I'm guessing put all those enemies just in case, because you would definitely get 200. But also because you have that little orb thing there. Go back to Alistair for this. Oh, I could have just broken that. I hit it before. I'm getting so many devil stars. I hit it before and nothing happened. I don't know. My next ability is definitely going to be Inferno, because that's so useful. Meteor is not that bad again. It's great for Griffon in particular. There's some other uses as well. But that's just me. That said, I believe that's actually the end of the mission right there. And indeed, it is 16 minutes. Wow! I think the bulk of that came from Griffon. And me just screwing around and stuff. B rank, I'll take it. Not bad. I do need to, let's see. I think after next mission I should have enough for Inferno. That's good. I'll start probably changing some of these at least, because I've already uploaded all those videos for these, so that's good. So, there we go. Next mission is fairly short. This is actually a redo because for some fucking reason, my recording crashed. I don't know how, but it crashed like after this, like during the ending of this mission. So I was just like, well, fuck you too, capture card. And I'm now, as you can tell, a little annoyed. That's why I might sound a little different with some because of mic readjustment. Whatever. Let's try some. This is a little interesting mission. It's kind of short. We're gonna have some branching paths here, and it's kind of like the Lost Woods from Ocarina of Time. Legends of Ocarina of Time, I mean. You have a branching path, you have to figure out a way to get there. It's random in this case, and whereas in Zelda's case, it was always preset. Like, you always do the same exact path and so on, same exact method. You see a little light there, we're gonna have to do something with it, but you're gonna want to get rid of the enemies for the most part. Besides the fact that most of these enemies are kind of dangerous, but yeah. And that's my dog going a little crazy for some reason. If you can hear him scratching at things. But anyway, get rid of all the enemies. I think there's just a few waves and then we're gonna be good here. Yeah, I really don't like how enemies just infinitely respawn at times. It's kind of dumb at times. Okay, that's all of them at least. That's good. Riddle, which I don't think you really read over the background. It's kind of illegible. To enter the Lost Land. Protect the weak light. That is the weak light. By weak, it actually gets trapped within enemies, so you have to free it by killing them. Like, you're gonna notice, I think here, it got taken by that Sin Scissors. The problem with this one is, since it's going walls, the light also goes through walls. So that means you won't know if it actually is going or not, if you saved it or whatever. Now, if I did kill the scissor when it was in the wall, I would not have seen the light. It's going on the left. In my failed outtake, it actually went to the right, so it's totally random. We're gonna want Ifrit as well for this. Maybe. On hard difficulty, I think you actually face shadows in this place, and you fight the blades earlier. Go on the grenade gun as well. I think it got trapped again by one of the blades. And that's kick 13 and double trigger. You do that awesome kick combination that pretty much wrecks any enemy in the game. And it does a number on some bosses too. Ah, there's the weak knight. Got stuck in this blade here though. There we go. It is going to the left again. Alright. Huh. All 3 times went left. How intriguing. And that's the whole mission. Not even kidding. Very simple. Whoa, it tried attacking when I was... Tried attacking when I was just spawning. Another Clycops, just do air raid on. That's pretty much what I recommend doing. Waiting for explosives. Taunt the hell out of its corpse. Get a lot of level trigger back. There's one back there, which actually sort of caught me off guard. Is it even awake? Ah! Hey! It wasn't cool, man. This is why I air raid you assholes to death. And it's why no one likes spiders. Fucking assholes that spiders are. That's really the whole mission. There is a Devil Star over there, I believe. And I think that's it. Oh, Holy Wand. Nice anyway, I'll take it. $431. A rank. Very good. I'll take that gladly. Alright, we did a lot, so I'll just save it with this. Oh joy, I improved my time by 4 friggin' seconds. Whatever sense that makes. So, let's continue. See you guys in the next mission.